Morning, everyone. It's 8:30, and this is your pre-opening comment. It's video number 556. And if you like the work, again, I remind you to please hit that subscribe button. There's not a lot of news out this morning. We just had import prices, which were plus 0.1 versus the expectation of plus 0.3. So that was a little bit of a disappointment. Export prices were higher, 0.6 versus 0.3 expected. So that's a little better. Gives an idea of what things look like outside the U.S. And the Empire State Index, 4.9. That was actually due or estimated at 0.6, so that's not great. That's the Empire State Index. On stocks, we have Moderna up a little. They have their FDA meeting today. I don't think anybody really expects much of a surprise there that they'll get emergency acceptance. Apple has told suppliers that it is about to increase production on the iPhone and raise it 30%. So that's pretty positive here. A lot of question about whether or not the 12 was going to be the blockbuster that was expected, and evidently it looks like it is. Also, Lilly is 161.55, and that's up 364. They raised guidance on both earnings and revenues, and they also agreed to buy Prevail, PRVL, which is another biotech, and their price is $22.50 in cash, but the stock is actually trading 23. So I'm just wondering whether or not there's another deal around. Mirum, MIRM, stock that's been up pretty substantially of late, traded around 26.30 on Thursday, but they priced a deal at $20. $20 million worth of stock, and naturally pricing it well below has caused the stock to come down. It's currently trading $19.69, and that's down $3.74. One thing I want to mention here, AIV, Apartment Invest, that's the stock that Tesla is going to be replacing. This morning, it looks like it's trading at about $6, which is down about $30, but it is not falling specifically because of that replacement in the S&P 500. They actually have separated out their REIT. So I'm not sure what that piece of paper is worth, but clearly the stock is not just down 82%. There is a reason for it. Consider maybe a spin-off of that where shareholders are getting a share of the REIT. I haven't seen much news on it. I've looked everywhere, but I'm sure that it will be clarified during the day. Okay, on the basis of those numbers that I just gave you, absolutely no effect whatsoever on the pre-opening futures. NASDAQ looks like it's going to open up about 86.5, the S&P about 25, and the Dow about 180. So there's not much to go on there except the upside, and that pretty much erases yesterday's sell-off at the open. We'll have to see how that develops. Both Asia and Europe were mixed to pretty flat. And the chart on the screen is the oil, and it yesterday got all the way down here. I mentioned it last night, 45.69, but managed to close 46.99, and this morning is higher again. Now, yesterday's high was 47.44. Today's high so far is 47.43. So this is a pretty quiet inside day. But if we blast through this 47 and three quarters, 47.74, I think we put on yet another new leg, and this clearly will be towards the $50 level. The rest of the futures, the gold came in yesterday and the day before, and this morning it hit overnight 1828, but currently it's up around $22.50, and it's trying to peek its head up too. So there may be another trade in this. All right, everyone. Have a good morning. I'll be back later.